Okay, so if you are one of the 12 subscribers and on average about 12 or so views, if you're one of those people, we've been through a lot. This is the last episode. And I'm just bringing this podcast to a close and starting a new one soon. I think I'm going to call it John White Tonight. I don't know, I can't, now that I said that out loud. It's be called John White Here. John White Here podcast. And I'm excited. Thank you for watching this, listening to this. It was, something. I thought I recorded an episode already, and this episode's going to be way less personal than the other one. I was looking for it, I couldn't find it. If I find it, I'll tack it on at the end, but I'm just not in the mood, and I also just have, I think, a different idea of, there's just we don't have to talk about people don't have to talk about everything. I think that's one thing I kind of realized on this podcast, which I was glad about. I really kind of, I learned a lot, and I figured out a lot, and I did a lot, and that's why this is going to be called Meltdown and Milestones, because I felt like I had a lot of milestones that happened throughout this podcast, but I also had a lot of meltdowns. This whole thing was kind of a meltdown. To address, I'm in worse shape than when I started, and one of the goals of this podcast 2 years and 3 months ago was to get into shape. And I'm in worse shape now than when I started as far as body fat percentage. How sexy you look in the mirror is what I'm talking about. But that's it. That's the truth. That's what's going on. That's what's up on July 6th. Kind of got a lisp. That's what's going on July 6th. See what's up with that? That's just what's up. That's what's going on. It's so good I'm ending this podcast. Jesus Christ, 3 minutes in and I haven't said anything. I'm not perfect. I never was and I know I'll never be. But I will love you, baby. Lift you up, trust me. I'm not perfect. And I will love you endlessly. I think that's a thing that I really have recentered. I just learned a lot. Let's think about it. I've learned a lot. I've had meltdowns. Let's talk about this. Let's figure this out. Let's talk about the last couple years. Did I learn? What did I learn? Did I learn anything? I'll go through what I accomplished as far as what wasn't around before the podcast started and what is around now. All 9 of my albums are up, just barely, and that's why I feel like I could record this episode. All 9 of my albums are up on Tidal, Spotify, Amazon, Walmart, all your fucking corporate fucking pigs, all that shit. They're everywhere. They're all up. They're all up everywhere. My 33 song triple album that I almost went crazy and didn't go crazy recording, and that's a big deal. I mean, that sounds stupid or like I'm being hyperbolic, but like I didn't go crazy over this thing I almost went crazy about, and it's a big deal that I didn't, and I need to remind myself of that because I kind of took a break and a pause from like everything, the podcast, filmmaking, music, everything, just to like make sure I was sane. And I've been like kind of hard on myself a little bit about it, but it's like I took a vacation, a sanecation, and I took it, and I coined that term, and I took a sanecation, and it fucking worked. I feel so fucking good. I feel like I'm back, like I've got like a focus, and you know, just sort of like a cork, like a cork popped out, and I feel like I'm flowing, and it feels really fucking nice. And I mean, it was just all involved. I had so much stuff to do. And when I came back to like wanting to start to do stuff again, or being able to, safely, I realized I just had to do a little bit at a time, just eat a little bit at a time, and eventually I'll get done. And I'm not even close, but I got a lot of stuff done. I'm up, you know, finally getting that up online. I mean, that's a big deal because I can't touch it, dude. It's done. Like, art is not finished. It's abandoned. That's what George Lucas says. He made Jar Jar Binks. I trust the guy. And it's abandoned, dude. I'm letting go. My album is out. Like, it's finally fucking out. I mean, it came out last September, but I went through a huge depression because I was in the second best shape of my life, which I am not in now, and I had the album done, pretty much ready to go, and I just felt really lonely, sad, and I felt kind of the same, and I felt like something was going to happen, like I was going to get some fucking pin, or a star, and there's no fucking pins or stars. I mean, I guess if you get a Grammy or whatever, but whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is like that. I just felt like, oh man, I did this thing that took me like, as long as it takes to like go to college, like 4 years through writing and recording and editing and stuff. And I just felt so depressed. And you know, that happens to people too, and it's happened to me before. Pretty much every album, but I felt like this one was like, it was a bigger deal because it was the finale of Cave Paint, my 9 album series. So all 9 albums are up. Like Cave Paint's up. Like there's a fucking playlist mixtape that I made of like of the best songs I feel like, or not even the best, but like the songs I'll play live the most, or the songs I just like the most, you know. But they kind of align with pretty much my musicality-ness, pretty much throughout my musical career. Really, there's only been like one song that people really liked that I didn't like, and then I just realized like, oh, you can't not put anything on albums you don't really like, otherwise people might like it, and then you have to play it a bunch. So I kind of figured that out, and that's been a nice little fucking little lesson to learn, dude. I'm just stoked, dude. I'm so fucking stoked about I mean, it's just a big deal, dude. It's a big deal. I mean, I think I could have done better at my life. I let a lot of things in my life go while I made this album, and I want to learn about balance and sort of like balancing out being a good person. I would definitely find, not just this album, but before that, like find myself giving myself excuses to have poor behavior so that I could, you know, make the music. And it was just a justification to wanting to basically have poor behavior. We're not wanting to put in the work it takes to just be like a more capable, or not, a more civilized human being. I don't want to say civilized because I think that's sort of, there's some kind of like domestication involved in that, but But I just don't want to like do that anymore. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like the super. I don't want to be like necessarily like the jolliest dude all the time. Like, you know, I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about. But that's not what I'm talking about. It's something I've said a lot. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm gonna take it more than my own. I could you be alone. I can never live alone. I could be I did so much fucked up shit. Just cause I ain't killed anyone don't mean what I did ain't fucked up. Just cause I ain't robbed the bank don't mean it ain't what I did fucked up. I hurt people. I made the wrong choices. I made the right choices. I hurt people. I hurt people. The Mormon guilt comes out of me at night. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The Mormon guilt comes out of me at night. Oh yeah. The Mormon guilt. Milk that's spilled. It's a horrible line to say. Doodly doo, blue, blue, dee, doo, dee, doo, 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 But yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of, for me at least, opening up more valves, clearing out more space, making room to not make excuses. I don't know, it kind of makes sense, but yeah, I mean, that's just something I noticed. I mean, okay, okay, let's go to things. Okay, let's do the list. Things that are here now. My website. I didn't have a website. I didn't have merch like T-shirts and fucking stickers and all that fun stuff. And I still have like bookmarks I'm gonna make, and a lyric booklet, and fucking some lighters. So I have a couple more things to do to complete like my pack of my merch pack. But I didn't have any merch. Now I have merch. I didn't have a website. Now I have a website. I did my albums online. Now I have a website. My albums online. All of them. I had most of them online, but now I have all of them online, and it's just good. It feels good feels like I cleared out a lot of just stuff, man. I mean, that's what making art is, you know. Like, I heard Kanye West say, he's like, imagine not being Kanye West. He's so great. He's like, imagine not being Kanye West and not being able to go and make something like that to help you heal. He's like talking about his new album, about like how his, you know, making music and stuff is healing him and stuff, and that was really, really inspiring. You know, just kind of another thing, like, you're on like kids singing, that sounds weird, but like I have nephews, and when they sing and hang out, it's just like, it's just pure and natural. And like, I used to not be like all caught up in like releasing things, making a final product. Like, I was more caught up just in fucking creating stuff. And so that's what I'm getting more back to, is just like making stuff and not like spending 4 years making it. I mean, it's good to do. You can't make you can make a triple album in that amount of time. It took me that long to make one where I thought all 33 songs were really good and like ready and different, and like so many fucking elements went into making the album. It took so long. Like, people talk about like 10,000 hours. That album, so many, I mean, I don't know how many thousands of hours, more than one for fucking sure. So, but I just like, I wasn't thinking about like releasing stuff, you know what I'm fucking saying? It was just expression and like capturing the lightning, you know? So I just am excited to sort of like not get so caught up in that, in the minutia, that kind of stuff, because just at the end of the day, I mean, people aren't going to probably hear all the stuff that I, you know, they were changed. I mean, to me, I had to do it. Like, I just had to do it, dude. I had to see all the albums. And whatever. I don't fucking know, dude. It's a lot. It's a lot. Because it's just like, now that it's out, I feel like there's so many things I wanted to do and I'm going to do. Making the music videos, one, that's going to be really fun to do. Making a music video and just more getting into like being a CEO of my fucking company, because that's what I am. And just like, I'm just not being a good CEO. Like, let's fucking talk crazy for a second. Like, if I'm a fucking building, the creative department's doing good. Marketing department's not doing good. Fucking money making, managing department not doing good. Like, creative's doing good, but like all these fucking things have to function now, and it's way different than it was making music, you know, back in the day or whatever. There's so many things. Like, I just think about like people that like I'm fans of. Like, I just imagine that like they're just like shooting up in the back of a limo that's taking them, shooting up heroin in the back of a limo. I've never done heroin, and I probably never will. Doing it, I never will. I shouldn't say probably. I should open that fucking door. Just my like favorite musician, just like fucking shoot up heroin and just like shows up at his show, and he's just like, no, that would not happen, because that would not be my. Fuck you like a fucking whore. Fuck you with my. Fuck you like a horse. Of course. Fuck you like a horse, of course. That's so dumb. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck you like a horse, of course. Fuck you like a horse, of course. Fuck you like a horse, of course. Fuck you like a horse, of course, of course. While I'm on just horrible, such dumb shit, I shall save this story. I have no focus right now on this fucking podcast. So I got that stuff done. I think there's other stuff I got done too. A lot of it's just like thanks to your Mom's House podcast. like their website and podcast. I mean, it's totally different now because since I became a fan of them a couple years ago, they've totally blown up. They weren't unfamous before. Now they're like famous, and that's awesome. And they should get more famous. They should be super famous. They should be movie stars. They're fucking awesome. Any fucking who's. Yeah, it's just cool. I got stuff done. So, because like I'm just saying, like when I made the original episode of this, I was like way more down about where I was at and like way more down about everything. But dude, whatever. I mean, now I'm like whatever. I'm just fucking here. I'm not here anymore. I'm not there where I was. That's what's so weird about these fucking podcasts. Like they just like you make them, and then they're just like the past. I guess that's what happened. That's what stuff is. I don't know what I'm talking about. I smoke that marijuana. That's my excuse. What's your excuse? I smoke marijuana. Do you? Your time. Why are you not always trying to run away from your fears? Trying to run away from mine. My fears take over me. It's so paralyzing. I can't hardly think when fear takes over me. Yeah, and I was just like down, and I'm not as fucking down now because the album's out, and I think there's just other things. Like my first album, I had uploaded the wrong fucking album art, and the album art was fucking weird, and like it had like this little fucking white slit to the right, and at the bottom like barely noticeable. And the guy at the fucking company was like, "Dude, you'll barely notice it." And I was like, "I gotta change it." And then it was like, many years later, I didn't even notice. One time I was on a date with this girl, and we were looking through my albums, just like so lame sounding, but I wasn't like, "Yo, check this shit out." And then I looked at it. She looked at it, and she's like, "Oh, look." And she showed the error, and I was like, "Oh, shit." And I think I said something, I don't know, but I was just like, "Oh, look, there's a fucking error," or she saw it. But she's all, "Don't you like proof this stuff before you put it out?" And I was like, "Yeah!" I felt stupid. I felt dumb. I was like, "Damn, girl, you burning me." We made out. I touched your butt. That was it. It's hard to like. Do you feel anxiety? That's like this is not ladies' like favorite thing. It's like having anxiety for a guy is like having small tits and no butt for if you're a girl. It's like not people's favorite, you know? If you have a really pretty face, people will get past anything, but it's not preferable. So I'm not always sealing the deal. I mean, it just depends. And there's so many factors. So that's a thing I learned. And from your Mom's House podcast and doing this podcast, really learned that I'm a lover, dude. Of course I am. It's so fucking obvious. It's like right in front of my face. I also have a slutty side, but like that slutty side, I think, does damage to my romantic side. And I don't, like, for the first 7 girls that I slept with, I had like written songs about them. And that's how I fucking communicate, dude, is music. So it's just like a natural thing to be like, it's like if you fucking spoke a different language in Spanish or whatever, you fucking think shit in Spanish, right? It's the same kind of thing, man. Like, you look so good. Your strength's through. You walking, you talking. I must have you. And just I wrote songs about them all. I was like into all these chicks. There's only one of them that I wasn't into. The other ones I was like into, dude. Like so fucking like delusionally into. And I want that back, dude. I just want to delude myself again. And I don't know if it's delusion or if it's fucking being open or what. I don't know what the fuck it is, to be honest with you. But I really miss that, dude. And I think it's me. I don't think, it's like, there's a quote by Neil Strauss. He's like, falling in love is so cheesy or whatever. Falling in love is about being the right person, not about meeting the right person. And then like 7 years ago, blah blah blah, told the story a million times, but this chick broke up with me, and dude, it's like been a fucking festering wound that I have not healed. I have not put like antiseptics on. I have not taken care of, and it has fucked with my life. You just bury that shit and you don't deal with it, and it just fucking festers and infects, and it's just fucking not something I've dealt with fully and properly. Something I'm dealing with. Thankfully, she unfriended me on Facebook. Which was nice of her. But I just never fell in love like that before, and blah blah blah. It's like, not blah blah blah. I never fell in love with like that before, and she was incredible. She's the most fucking amazing girl I'd ever met. And the other girl I dated after her was so incredible too, and I couldn't even see it because I was just like, this wound was just fucking bleeding out, and I was just like, I wasn't fucking fixing it. And like knowing you have a fucking disease and knowing how to fucking cure it are two different things, and I think the way to cure it is just to fucking be dumb, not just to be done with it, but to like fucking be open, man. Like give people a fucking chance. Like so much of it is like projection, dude, of like other people. I know another quote, just like, you project your your most idealistic values on people you have crushes on, and it's so true. And you don't know the real people, and you unfairly, make assumptions and all this stuff, and it's just part of the game, and then we find out who we really are, and that's what I'm saying. It's like all about giving people a chance, man. And if I'm just like, and I wanted to take, because the second girl, the girl I dated after the girl that broke up with me, that I had a hard time with, when she broke up with me, when the second girl broke up with me, I was just like, don't date until you figure this out. And then like I read The Game from Neil Strauss, going back to that, and then I started having sex with like all these chicks. And like really like within a year I like doubled the amount of women I had slept with. And they were girls I didn't write songs about. You know? They were girls like I wasn't into. And I mean, it did get rid of the whole like thing in the back of my head, like, oh, wouldn't it be so awesome to like, you know, because when I like, wouldn't it be so great to have one night stands and stuff like that? And it's not that great. I mean, it can be. What I do your thing. But again, it's not for me. You know, I'm not. It's like I'm cut out for it, but I'm not supposed to do it. Like it's not the kind of thing I want to accentuate in my life, because I'm more romantic, dude. I just like that. I liked when I liked women, dude. I liked that. There was like a time in my life where I was like more interested in what a girl had to think about and what she was into than what her vagina tasted like. That's not always the case anymore. So I'm like, I want to get back to that, because that's like a corruption of the mind, dude. And it's putting the cart before the horse, man, and it's just like, up with me, and I read that book, and then for like a year I did that. I just sort of like it wasn't like it was a ton of girls, I'm not saying that, it was just like, for me it was. The good didn't outweigh the bad, I don't think. For me, and it's weird, you know, like growing up religious, and you're like, I want to prove my religion wrong, like sex isn't a big deal, and I don't really care, and blah, 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 but like, I don't know, I guess it's just like a bigger deal to me. Like I have these like hookups with these girls, and I want to like keep hooking up with them, but I'd have complex feelings, dude. Because I'm kind of like a girl, dude. I'm just like a musician, dude. Musicians are like, I mean, there's more feminine than jocks, dude, of course, you know. You look so good to me tonight. I hope I get this right. I hope I'm meant to cross your stare. So good to me tonight. I hope I get this right. I hope I'm there to cross your stare. I hope you look so nice. You look so good. You look so good. You look so like, I think I said this on another podcast, but like, dude, ice and water are the same thing. Like, someone said that and it blew my mind, dude. So I've iced my fucking heart to like girls and to just like being open. I just like fucking ice, dude, for like more than 4 years. I mean, the only people I've given a chance to are people, one girl that lived in Salt Lake, and that's basically it. And it's like, it's so self-destructive, dude. fall in love, to like get so into girls that are like moving. The girl that broke my heart, like she was moving when I started dating her. It was set for her to move back to her place, and I like went balls deep in and was fucking surprised when one of my balls got fucking kicked. And it's just so self-destructive, you know, and it's like commitment issues. It's like all this shit, and I'm not trying again. I'm like, that's the point of this, ending this podcast is like, okay, well, there's a point where you're just like figured it out, like what's, not figured it out all the way, but figured out enough of what's wrong that you can like just go take action with this stuff, you know. And like I asked this girl out today, dude, and I really am more interested in like who she is more than what her vagina tastes like. It's awesome. And she's probably gonna say no. Maybe she's gonna say no. And I mean, I got titties right now. Like that's not super attractive. Like it's easier to ask girls out when you're in shape, but whatever. She's fucking out there, dude, and I did what I had to do. Now I'm gonna do what I have to do to fucking make money, dude, to make this my fucking career, man. I don't know how big I can get, but I know I can get big enough to fucking have this be my living, dude. I can find the others, dude. That's what I want to do. It's like, who are the dudes that like my music and shit? Because I want to hang out with them, dude, for real. Like, I've made 9 albums. They're all good, and I just want to be able to listen to them. I want to connect, dude. It's like Tom Segura from Your Mom's House podcast, dude. It's like one of his stand-up things. It's like, dude, he's like, I've been all around the country. Everywhere I go, people just want to connect, dude. And I didn't realize that. And I realize it now, like this music, all this stuff, like I'm making, it's like I want to connect. And I don't want to just connect by making albums with people. Like I had this whole like, you make albums and they live forever, and they do, and it's awesome. But there's also now, and there's also today, and there's also like the people right now I want to connect with, dude. Not just like this resentful, like, I just sometimes feel like a resentment, you know what I mean? And that was always there, dude, when I was like first starting out, you know what I mean? And it's whatever. Playing shows is what I'm talking about, not like with making music. I have no resentment with that, but just like playing shows and like that kind of stuff. And like, fuck that shit, dude. Fuck resentment, dude. That's where my relationships have all been fucked up, dude. When someone's doing something that's fucking annoying you, or they did something that really fucking hurt you, and you don't properly fucking dig that seed of resentment out, and it grows and its roots just like take over, dude. And it's fucking, by that point your garden's all fucked up. It's like, okay, well, what the fuck are we gonna do? And if it's worth it, you'll fix it, but goddamn it, just fucking talk about this shit, man. Resentment, dude. So it's like I learned about that. I've learned about that, you know, say, so I was like, fucking read that book. Oh, and it just pissed me off that it worked, dude. Like, reading the game and it working, like, it made me mad that it worked. Not like I faulted women. I faulted myself for like putting the pussy on a pedestal, dude. As 40-year-old virgin would say. Just like women are just similar to us, to guys. They're just like women are similar to men and women in some ways, like. And so kind of like just like doing that and realize I'm like, oh, you're similar to us. Like I put you on this pedestal, but you wanna. Like men just don't have to. Basically, men don't have to trust girls really, because like the worst. This is hyperbolic, of course, but like the worst that could really happen with a girl is like she's a little crazy, or she steals your wallet or whatever. But like girls have to like worry about getting their heads cut off. Like so, it's like of course their sex lives are different than ours. But if they didn't have to worry about that, if men were fucking cool and just stopped cutting heads off, women would fucking have fucking sex with everyone. Dude, it would be all the time because they just know they could do it safely. But they live in a world where they can't, so I don't know. But it just made me bummed, like you know, I don't know, it just bummed me out. I don't know. But now I'm not bummed about that. That's fine, dude. It's cool. People just want to fuck sometimes, and like not everyone's looking for a relationship, and I wasn't too either. You know, and it's like, that's the thing, dude. You're gonna be like, oh, this is just a hookup, and you're still gonna hurt people. Like, someone's gonna get hurt. You know, this is a fucking prostitution situation, and that's what I realized. Was like, I mean, I'm basically trying to treat the women like prostitutes. I should just go find prostitutes, but it's just way cheaper to go to a bar and just like buy a couple drinks and just be charming. And it's fun, interesting. I read this book, The Art of Seduction, after I read the game, and there was a chapter on like, I can't remember, but it's like the artists, the singers, like how they are supposed to seduce. And it was like just stuff I did naturally before, because seduction is like what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to fucking get girls, dude, as men. That's why like these insoles and these like, you know, it's like I'm chubby right now, dude. It's not conducive to my cause. You know, it matters that I get into shape. It matters I start doing push-ups and pull-ups and yoga and like all this stuff. Everything connects. Everything matters, dude. When you're trying to like make yourself a better mate. Yes, of course. That's a good fucking idea. You want to be like a good mate. Being a good mate means you're being a good version of yourself. You know? Being a good mate means you're gonna be a good partner, potentially. I don't know, also, like, people that are super good looking cheat a lot, I think. Just because it's just like, all those pussies and dicks all around me. You know, depending on what your preference is. Oh, seduction, that's right. It's just a natural thing because I liked these girls and I wanted them to like me, so I put fucking work into it, dude. Like the bird that makes a nest to try to attract the fucking flowers and all this stuff, to try to attract the girls, because you want to fuck them. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. Fucking is beautiful, dude. Fucking makes all life on Earth, from when the single-celled organism split into two, it's all been just a whole lot of fucking, dude. And it's just like, guys didn't want to have this sex drive. Guys weren't like, oh, I want to be fucking super aggressive, and when all the blood rushes to my dick and it's really hard, I'm going to act like a completely different person. Or if I haven't emptied my ball sack in a while, I'm going to act like a completely different person. It's not an excuse of behavior. In the same way, like, being intoxicated doesn't excuse behavior, but it is similar to being intoxicated, dude. Being fucking horny is very bad. It's not fun. I read those books, but then eventually Neil Strauss, that next year, he wrote a book called The Truth, and it was really all about how fucked up people can be and how they have tons of fucked up trauma that they're hiding from their childhood, and they affect the ways in which we get into relationships, like me being super avoidant, me only letting in situations that are impossible, essentially, because I know eventually won't work out, proving to myself that I'm not worthy, blah blah blah, just like affirming a narrative instead of like, you know, something that might work out, you know. So reading this book, The Truth, it was fucking mind-blowing, dude. I highly recommend reading The Truth. It's really cool. He does all this crazy sex stuff and kind of realizes he just loves this woman and then wants to be with her. That's a real simplification. You no, we're not gonna not want to fuck other people, but you just decide to not do it because if you're in a monogamous relationship, you can be in polyamorous or whatever. But I'm back to the romance, dude. Back to that. And that book kind of made me realize how much shit from my child I was taking in, and it kind of affirmed my kind of being single. But now I'm kind of like, Chris D'Elia had a really funny tweet that was like, he quoted it. There was like an article that was like, you should fix yourself before you're dating. And it was like an article about fixing yourself before you start dating. And Chris D'Elia's all quoted it as like, do you imagine how crazy you have to be like, I'm fixed now, time to start dating. Something like that. And I was just like, oh, that's me. I'm like waiting. Yeah, and it's 4.5 years. Like it's at what point am I just gonna open up myself back up to my favorite thing in the world, women? Like, and it's not just the sex, of course not. It's just like one part of it, dude. And it's like, that's how you know if it's love. If you wanna come or go after you come, that's how you know it's love. If you wanna come or go after you come, that's how you know it's love. If you wanna come or go after you come, do you wanna come or do you wanna go? After you come, do you wanna stay? Do you wanna go? Oh, oh, oh. I want to pick my nose and I'm not going to do it. It's not polite. I probably already did on this podcast. But anyways, I just want to fall in love, and that basically involves just me getting my car fixed. That's basically it. If you want to date, you just have to have money in a car. And then you can just date. You can have a bike too, but you have to have like a really nice apartment and you can't like bike, and I live in my dad's basement. I need to have a car. Do you feel me? Like it's like this guy rolled up to me one time, and I know I've said this on the podcast, but like he rolled up, and I was working at a car garage, and he rolled up and he's like, oh dog, you're getting fat, dude, and you're bald. You don't want to be fat and bald, man. And that's the truth. There's none. There was a reason I brought that up. Yeah, whatever. That's it's fun. I thought that was so funny. I love that he said that. Track of thought. I'll fucking find the web in a second. Penis in your hole. Go. Penis in your hole. The World Cup's going on right now. This is fun, dude. It's fun to get to know people. They're your best friends. You love them. You love them so much. Like, I love all my ex-girlfriends so much. Still. Not, like, in love with them, but, like, I love them. Like, you love an old friend. I'm glad I don't have, like, animosity towards them. This podcast helped me get over animosity towards my first girlfriend, I feel like. Just baggage. Getting more empathy. Also, I saw her and we talked, and that was really nice. But yeah, it's been fun to just kind of, it's time. It's time to do it. I'm either going to do it or I'm not going to do it. I'm either going to like be a better version of myself, connect with someone on like a deep level, or I'm not going to do that. Let's talk about romance, you know? And same with everything else. I'm either going to like go get a fucking vehicle, a touring vehicle, and go on tour and make this my career, or I'm not. I'm either going to do it or I'm not. And I want to do it. I'm going to do it because that's what I want to do. That's why I'm fucking here, man. I love making art. I love making art. It's super fun. Speaking of, I mean, it's just why I feel like I'm on planet Earth, is to make art and to like love art. But it's like, if you don't have a life, then you don't have art, dude. You're just like in a very advanced, more beautiful, curated version of Plato's allegory of the cave, dude. You're still shut off from the reality, from the light, from like things, you know. Melting the ice, dude. So I got ice all over my fucking heart by melting that shit. It's the same thing as it was, but it turned hard, and it can go back. It can turn into fucking water again, and I can be open to falling in love and being in love, and not even just that, like having friends and being more friendly and being more social, because I really, the 9 albums are called Cave Paint. It only got worse as far as like being in the allegory of like being in a cave, like not going outside type stuff. I mean, it only really got worse. I isolated myself more and more, for sure. I mean, as the albums go on, like it's like I have less and less friends. More albums, less friends. That's so funny. And that's, you know, that's my doing. It's not on the albums. Again, it's going back to like finding a balance and finding a way to like curate my life the way I want to do it, and that's involving people, connecting, laughing, dude. It's just, you know, I mean, I miss laughing, man. I miss laughing more with like my friends and stuff. I haven't been hanging out with my friends. All my friends have girlfriends. 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 They're always getting that pussy. I'm always sitting real lonely. I'm always sitting there homie. I'm always playing video games. I'm always thinking about all money do, man. Watch another porno video with you, man. All my friends got girlfriends. 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 I got a symbol. I got a symbol. I got a symbol over here. I got a hi-hat today. Getting goals accomplished, dude. That's what's really fun, man. I got all these podcasts on MP3 now. I'm gonna put them up on MP3. That took forever. All my friends have girlfriends. All my friends have girlfriends, and I wanna know when all my friends gonna come over and call me. Drink a beer, watch a game. When all my friends gonna call me. When all my friends gonna say, I miss you, friend, but you're not as good as that pussy. I miss your friend, but you gotta know I gotta get and come in raw. She's on the pill. It's like how girlfriends get you, dude, is the pill. She's on the pill, she's on the pill. She's on the pill, she's on the pill. All my friends have girlfriends. 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 Someday they might break up, and I'll be waiting there for them. Someday they might break up. It'll be like no time passed, man. All my friends have girlfriends. All my friends. I've been there too, dude. So I can't even hate. I can't hate when like my friends ditch out. It's like, yeah, she's got a vagina. I get it. Like, I don't have one. So I get it, dude. So I want to tell this story because this is one of my favorite stories ever, and it's just, I think, so appropriate for the Me Too movement right now. I think it's so timely just to talk about it, bring this up. So my friend had one time we were going to the movies, and my friend had this idea for a movie. And he was telling us all it. And I can't remember this dude's fucking name, dude. He was a funny fucking guy, but like, also like just said shit that was funny that he didn't know was funny. And I love that shit. I love saying dumb shit that I didn't know was funny, and then it's funny. Anyway. So we're driving to the movies, we're driving to the car, he's like, guys, I got this idea for a fucking movie, let me tell you about it. I don't think he said fuck, because it was Mormon time. I'm the one who said fuck a lot. And he's all, I gotta talk about this. And I gotta tell him the movie idea. So basically, here's the idea. There's this guy, he's the valedictorian of his school. He's a fucking football player, he's the fucking smartest kid in class, he's fucking everything in this school. He's the best, right? He's fucking number one. He's a Mormon. Everyone thinks he's a virgin. He's the number one fucking guy all the fucking time. He's just fucking doing his thing. Good job, getting good grades, making the goals, getting the girls, but not fucking the girls. Anyway. Keeping it dry humping jeans, dude. Then, at the end of the year, then they have an assembly at the end of the year, right? Or no, it's graduation, that's right. Then at graduation, when he's giving his valedictorian speech, because unbeknownst to that school, he had been roofing all the girls in the school, and he had sex with every girl and every teacher in the school through roofies. And as he's giving his valedictorian speech, he just says, I raped you all! And we were all in the car like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? We all like paused for a second and started cracking up like, the valedictorian, your movie idea is just the valedictorian rapes everyone all year long and no one knows about it, and at the end he's like, I raped you all, that's your movie idea? And he's like, yeah, but that's like Bill Cosby. That's like the story of Bill Cosby. So like we were laughing like, oh, that's crazy and that's so silly. And now it's like, make that movie, dude. Make that. Film it. I might film it. I had to find who it was. I'll be able to find it. I'll be like, I need that. I want to make y'all valedictorian rape movie. Is that okay? I love to say rape. It's so fucking grand. White men always take what they've got for granted. I used to say that. I used to be like, I take that shit for granted. The dumb shit people say that they don't know is dumb shit could fill the fucking Grand Canyon. Dumb shit that I say that I don't know is dumb could fill the fucking space planetarium. So I really got into fucking psychology. I guess it would be at the end of 2006, or no, end of 2000. I don't fucking know, dude. End of 2000. Who fucking knows, man? And then I started making this album, and this is like all the stuff in the other podcasts I talked about that I don't want to talk about because it's just private stuff. People don't even know about it. It doesn't matter. But people have hard stuff that happens to them, of course. Hard stuff happens to you, I know. And so it's just like we're all trying to do our thing, you know. But the last couple years were really hard for me. And they just got away from myself. And the music, the podcast, like everything kind of is behind. And I got away from myself. But I'm glad I was just safe and like stayed. I really felt like I wasn't doing well, just mental health wise. So to kind of take care of that was really important. And I did, and I'm glad, and I just feel ready, and like I'm back, and I know more than I did, and I'm ready for love. I know how much work I have ahead of me. I don't think I realized that. I have a lifetime's worth of work ahead of me. It's never ending, like Lawrence Kasdan says. Becoming a writer is like giving yourself homework for the rest of your life, and it's really like that, you know. And when you embrace that and just do it and do the work, because that's all that it is, dude, is just doing the work. Like you're taking what you have with what's out there, and that's what you have, what your work is with what's out there, and that's the alchemy of what your product is, or your what's after your equal sign, you know, what you made. And so, yeah, I'm not gonna sit in my basement for another 2 fucking years not doing anything, not like trying to find love or trying to find experiences and things like that. It's like fucking wearing on me. It's not who I want to be, dude. And I just used the album like Taking Forever as like an excuse. And I mean, it came out fucking like 9 months ago, but I just got so depressed, and I'm glad it's out, and I'm glad I'm not making excuses, because there are no excuses, but you can just make them, and there are. But you can either be like, nah, or like, yeah, I'm gonna like use that excuse. Like earlier today, I got stressed about remembering that silly movie idea story my friend had. I was like, what's that thing I want to talk about on the podcast? I was like, what was it? And I was like getting stressed about it. I was getting stressed about like a silly fucking thing. And I'm glad I remember it, because I'm glad I finally put that story out into the world. Like making stuff. That's the thing I realized, you know, going back to that, like getting caught up in the releasing and stuff. I just like making art. I like making it, the creating of it, you know. It's like if all you want to do when you have sex is come, it's like a pretty short affair. But if you want to fucking lick that pussy, dude, and like lick that fucking ass crack and the back and the thighs and fucking the nipples and fucking dude, just all sorts of, you know, pull some hair, kiss the neck, you know, all that kind of foreplay stuff. You just fucking take your time. You're getting to fucking like worship and lavish in the presence of this like beautiful woman who's like giving of her fucking naked body to you. It's such a like an incredible experience, you know. And then like you have an orgasm, and like if you like the girl, it's awesome. I mean, it's awesome either way. If you like her, you just like lay in and stay and curl up, or just like flow in that moment of like serenity. And if you don't like the girl, you're just like, I just want to fucking get the fuck out of here. What the fuck was it? I can't fucking believe I'm doing this. I gotta fucking go. But with music, it's the same thing. It's like the releasing is the come. There's a lot of stuff that led up to the come, and that stuff's really great. And after the come, you just gotta get horny again. So I like making music. I like to come. I like to release stuff. But like, I like to just make stuff, dude. I just like to lick that pussy, dude. I'll lick that pussy all fucking night, dude. Like, I mean, that's just a true thing about me, man. I just am into that. That's what I'm gonna just lick some pussy. That's what I want to do, man. I want to lick pussies, man. Or just one pussy. But metaphorically pussies. Because there's like a movie pussy, and a music pussy, and a podcast pussy, and a friend pussy, and a girlfriend pussy. I just want to lick these pussies up, you know? And just fucking lick those clits, and like suck on those clits. And then just like be fingering up inside the vagina and touching the G-spot, and then like feeling her leg shake. I just want to lick pussies, man.
Flex Mentallo, number 4, September 96, 250 US, 350 Canada, suggested for mature readers.
Meanwhile, the polyverse faces complete annihilation. Endless parallel realities consumed by a force beyond understanding. The villain only known as the Absolute. The end of all life everywhere. We don't have much time. Nanoman, Minimus. Ready! I guess we're ready. Honey, does it really matter if we're ready or not? This is the only chance we're going to get.
Minimus is right. My power of third sight gave us some warning that this catastrophe was about to occur, but we still have only one shot. If this plan fails, reality dies at dawn. We can't let it fail. We're the Legion of Legions, and humanity's counting on us to save the world.
So quit yapping, Limbo. I know we've had our differences in the past, Nano Man, but, well, you know what? I'm saying, man, good luck. It's all down to you now.
Bravo and Godspeed, my teensy-weensy friends.
Okay, let's go. I love you, baby. I'll always love you. Always.
They've gone into the microverse. Now it's up to us.
Lord Limbo, the teleporter! Someone's coming through!
It's finished! Earth is finished! I watched the moon turn red and crumble in the sky. I saw the seas boiling. Dad's phantoms died a second death. No more sky. Ocean seething, everyone screaming at once. There's nothing we can do. Lady Limbo and Megaless checking out. Our prayers...
I've just lost reality beta. We're all that's left.
Look at it, the absolute, rising like the dawn, nothingness eating the universe, eating everything. It's finally happening, we can't do anything to stop it. I could run and run at light speed, but there's nowhere left to go.
We can't stop it, G-Wiz, but we can use it. My counterpart, Mando the Mysterious of Reality Gamma, managed to tell us that much before his universe was destroyed. We have to open a defect envelope into the absolute and mail ourselves into a new reality.
Never shrunk so far! Never so small! We're entering the quantosphere, the fundamental state of being. I love you again. I can't think anymore. Love always. Love it. Don't forget the word Shah. Shah. Oh God, it's love. It's contained, a fraction of our enemy in one of my Hubble bubbles. Now it's up to Nano Man and Mini Miss to seed the absolute and plant the ultra hyponic code word.
This is it. Table retract. Emergency stations. Disintegration code infrared.
The seed is planted. If this works, we'll meet again on the other side. And there's the trigger image.
Hold that in your minds. The key is the man in the moon. Engine failure. We're going down. Strap yourselves in. Brace yourselves. It's not death, it's something new. Limbo, you ain't making it any easier. Much later.
Jesus, what a mess. Did Mentallo do this?
Mentallo's a Boy Scout. My guess is Faculty X did it. They want him to go on. They want him to find them. They're controlling everything.
What the hell is that thing, hoaxer?
I think it's a teleporter Mentallo went on through here. I'm sure of it. This is the way, Lieutenant. This is where we have to go.
Jesus! I don't know if I can handle this shit. How am I gonna go in there?
You go in through the door. What's the problem?
It's too big. It's Christ, I don't know. It scares the shit out of me.
It's something new, Harry. You want to help save the world? You have to take the rough with the smooth. Enjoy it while you can, and let's hope Mentallo's out there ahead of us.
Jesus Christ almighty, I'm nuts. I've lost my goddamn mind.
After the Fact, Part 4. We are all UFOs. Grant Morrison, writer. Frank Quietly, artist. Tom McCraw, colorist. Ellie DeVille, letterer. Alex Alonso, editor.
My search for my old crime-fighting buddy, the Fact, had definitely taken some unexpected turns. One minute I was trapped in a subterranean pleasure palace for adult heroes, and the next, well, even I'm not sure what happened next. I remember struggling towards the teleporter tube, that's for sure, and there were men in hats and coats. Faculty X.
They cleared a way to the transporter, and as my glass door hissed shut, I saw all those weird super people screaming with rage. Then they, well, I'm ashamed to say, they turned on one another. The silent assassin called Death Trappist pulled out his guns, the Killclaw clan unsheathed their talons, Sarge Siraj snarled and opened his trench coat, and then I was gone. And as ringing silence settled around me, I realized my journey to the other side of beyond was over. I'd made it to the satellite HQ of the Legion of Legions. Flex! Too bad. Too late.
The end was drawing near.
Hello? Hello? Hello, are you still there? Something funny happened. I'm at home. I don't know how I got here. I'm a bit scared, to be honest. I don't understand how come I'm still alive. What? No, I feel a bit weird. I feel a bit weird. Have I been talking to you the whole time? Yeah. M&M's. How the fuck did I get home? I was talking about the superheroes. It wasn't aliens. It wasn't abuse. I was abducted by superheroes. The ones from the comics, they're real. Use your binoculars. You'll see it better. I remember this dream. I was just a kid. In the dream, I met this man with stripy trousers and I gave him my binoculars. And he looked through them and said, "There I am." They talk to you all the time when you're little. They live in, I don't know, it's like a factory where ideas are made. They escaped from the absolute, but the plan went wrong. Reality was flawed from the beginning. I mean, haven't you ever felt like there's something missing? They want to come back home. We can save the world if I can just remember my magic word. What? No, the world doesn't have to be the way it is. We can be them. It's their world that's real, not this one. Our entire universe is a bubble inside this. being called the Absolute. Yeah, they bypass the death of their reality by becoming fictional in ours. The ultimate pathetic truth and pathetic existence, they told me. See, we made the comics because we knew something was missing, and we tried to fill the gaps with stories about gods and superheroes. But they're coming back to save the world, they told me. They created us, but something went wrong. Nanoman, he said, and Minimus, like in the comics. The comics are just like crude attempts to remember the truth about reality, and Flex Mentallo's in trouble. What? He said Flex Mentallo. That's what I've been talking about. I made him up, but this little kid says he's here. Where? Where's here? I'd made it. It's just that I wasn't quite sure where I'd made it to. Too late. The Legion of Legion is long gone. I trapped them in the heart of the Dog Star. Bow, wow, wow. This place is mine now. The creative engines here on the satellite have been mine to control for quite some time. I made you, Flex. I made your whole sad, scabby little world to entertain myself with, and now I'm going to destroy it.
Who are you?
When you're lost in the dark, it's my face you see. I'm the villain. Ooh!
Face rings? A bell? Weren't you one of the insecurity guard? Or did you once fight Viet Man?
No one's ever fought me before, Lex. I can't be fought. I can't be reasoned with. Your friend the Fact learned that when he met me. Now he's gone. I spread and twisted him backwards and forwards through time and space. How peculiar he must have seemed in his mad attempts to guide you here. That's right, Faculty X is nothing more than the fact displaced through time. The fact is, the fish got changed more often than the water. He left that card. It's what made him think the world was worth saving, I believe. But now he's gone. The fact isn't, I'm afraid. I have something else to show you. We call it a symbol of the age. The house that I built. Look! Your world isn't real, Flex. It's just a cheap replica, an imaginary story barely fit to amuse children and illiterates. I'm here to bring some realism into your life. This is Black Mentallium. This is the death of Flex Mentallo. And no one cares. And after you, I'll kill the world, rip it up like paper, bomb it back to dead dust. You failed.
So weak.
That's enough, asshole. I got 6 chambers of semi-jacked realism aimed right at your sea of tranquility. Drop the rock.
See, on one parallel Earth, my pill bottle had paracetamol in it. On the other, it had M&Ms. All I've got to do is decide which one I'm on. I'm only dying if I took the pills. Listen, I really appreciate you talking to me for so long. No wonder they call you Samaritans. You must just...
The Legion of Legions is trying to get through.
Shit! Did you hear that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was it? The Legions of Legions? Oh shit! I went in through the castle in the goldfish bowl. That was it, right into my head, and everybody's head. And they told me the secret origin of everything.
Since we came to live in the imagination, we've been creating and transmitting ideas directly into your reality. How crooked and strange your world seems to us. Something has gone wrong. I'll try to explain. It was Nanoman and Minimus.
They'd shrunk to cork size, crisscrossing and weaving through space-time to build a whole universe from the ground up. They're everywhere and everything simultaneously. We're made of them. But it was too much, he told me. The shock of it. They went into some kind of fucking quantum coma, right? They weren't alive and they weren't dead, and neither was the universe. The Legion of Legions couldn't come back until we decided one way or the other. They want us to believe. They want us to believe the universe into life.
We are waiting in the star Sirius, which is an interior star. We're waiting for you to remember and choose, and make us real again. Don't be afraid. Before it was a bomb, the bomb was an idea.
Help us, he said. Help us rebuild in your world the shining towers of Neurotropolis, the gloomy canyons of Satellite City, the little orphanage in Fairville, the plazas and monorails of Archway City. No more barriers between the real and the imaginary. I can't be remembering this. I'm losing my fucking mind. I took pills, and all the characters I read about and the ones I made up are dying with me, that's all. I took pills. But it might have been M&M's.
Drop the fucking rock!
Maybe I was wrong about Faculty X being behind it all, Harry. My hoax sense is jangling. Whose story is this? Harry? This imaginary story? Not yours. Not his. The hoaxer hoaxed. Get with the program, Harry. Happy endings are for kids. Son of a... Let's hear the sentimental fish story again, Harry. The little act of kindness. One more time before I make you grieve so hard there's only one way out for a grizzled old warhorse like you, huh?
Jesus! I love my wife, you fuck! What do you love? God damn it!
There is no love in this world anymore, Harry. Do it. Do it, Harry. Do it for all of us. Blam! Huh? That's right, blam. You've been had, Dad. Seeing's not believing, and no one hoaxes the hoaxer, least of all you. No! Know what I think? I think you want everyone to be dead because looking at life makes you realize what you're missing. Only a bitter little adolescent boy could confuse realism with pessimism. Flex it, Mentallo!
You bet. Hero of the beach.
Whoa! Got him!
Well, thank fuck for muscle mystery.
It's not over yet, Harry. One more thing I have to do. There! So now you know my secret identity, so what? It doesn't matter, it's all shit. Pathetic fucking power fantasies for lonely wankers who've had so much sand kicked in their faces they look like the opening credits of Lawrence of Arabia. Look at you. A half-naked muscle man in trunks. What's that supposed to signify? What are you? Do you know what you are?
Sure. I'm a superhero. Being clever's a fine thing, but sometimes a boy just needs to get out of the house and meet some girls. Gamble a stam? I can show you how to be a real man.
The world's going to end. I made the world to end. I don't want to die. I just want to be the last boy on earth. On my own, where nobody can see me or hurt me. I've killed the whole world. What have I done? It's my apocalypse.
Not if I can help it.
It was M&M's. Why should I want to commit suicide? I got a brilliant life. It was him. It was me, age 16. He'd have killed me if it wasn't for Flex. I must have known when I made him up. I must have known when I was little Flex could never let us down. Swow! Swow! Wow, wow, wow! Wow, wow, wow! Fuck, I'm really tripping, like, something really amazing's about to happen. Nanoman mini miss, nanoman mini miss, nanoman mini miss, nanoman mini miss, nanoman mini mystery, ambient pulse cycling systems activation. Do you believe in superheroes? Imagine it real. Imagine the technology, their culture impacting with ours, Dreamatrons and boom shoes, parasuits and omniscopes. Imagine the music we can make, ultrasonics, infrared sound. It was just the light I read my comics by. The man in the moon, I mean. The key is the man in the moon. Where are all these mad ideas coming from? Whatever happened to that light? Everything's coming alive. Everything's starting to glow. Ha! If you could just feel it. This is what it must feel like to be a superhero, you know? Hearing other universes chafing against ours. I have to see my girlfriend. I have to tell her it was all just stupid. It was all just stupid. I have to tell her. Love you. Always. Love you. My God. Hello? Hello? Was it something I said? Hello? Is anybody... Shit. Oh, shit.
No batteries.
Alive. The universe is dead. The universe is alive. Clap your hands if you believe in superheroes. No fucking batteries. Clack! Event sequence activated. The world doesn't stand a chance, Mentallo. They won't come. Why should they come? Why should they care? Look at this. I thought he had coal in his hand before he disappeared, but look.
They'll come.
It's a diamond.
You came through for me, Lieutenant. They'll come through for us. The fact is out there somewhere, and I know we can trust him. The distress signal's on its way. All we can do is hope. This is Flex Mentallo, signing out. I'll be right here if you need me.
Meow. Christ. Sorry, mate. Welcome. You have been inhabiting the first ultra post-futuristic comic. Characters are allowed full synchro integration with readers at this level. The key is the man in the moon. We are now retrieving the global activating code from your DNA cell structure. SHA. Christ almighty, what a fucking night. Christ almighty, what a fucking night. Brilliant fucking. Huh. No way. The Nanoman Minimus Quantum Weave is responding to code activation. Quark turn on. Atoms turn on. I'm still hallucinating, I must be. The word. Full systems activation. Cells turn on. Regeneration cold, ultraviolet, hypno trigger activation.
Prepare for re-entry.
Ha! Brace yourselves for total reality. Oh, Tibbert. Where is he? What happened last night? Where did he go after? Oh shit. Last call for Flight 230. They're coming through. Thank you for your participation. Is somebody there? Shit. I love you. Why is it so bright? Is that the dawn? Look. Look up.